Headline as of now is that SBI, the largest PSU bank in the country, has reported its numbers. When you're looking at it in terms of net interest income and profits, it clearly seems like it's in line with the estimate, but seems like a bit of a miss that is coming on at the NIMS front. But what more are the details on that front? What are the internals of the numbers coming in? Let's go across to my colleague Gaurav, who's actually read all those numbers, broken down the numbers for us as well. Gaurav, what are the numbers looking like? Overall, in line set of numbers is what one could call it?
Yes, when we talk about the numbers, if we look at the interest income that it went up almost by 16%, but as expected, interest expenses went up almost by 23% on a YY basis, and as a result, we saw net interest income increasing almost by 6%. If we talk about PPOP also, there we saw a healthy growth of around 5%. PAT was a little flattish, that increased almost only by 1%, but that was again in line with what the street was expecting. Now coming to advances and deposits, there also we saw a healthy set of numbers. Advances grew almost by 16% on a YY basis. In terms of deposits, there was a muted growth in this quarter on a sequential basis, which is something to be looked at for SBI. But given that they have a higher CD ratio, I don't think that won't be an issue. Apart from that, when we talk about net interest margins, that came to 3.22%, which was a little negative surprise because street was expecting this to remain somewhere near 3.25%. Even in terms of credit cost, that has gone up to 0.48%. But again, as a Q1 is a little weak for agri segment, that was again expected by the street. So definitely waiting for how the commentary comes out from the management in terms of net interest margins and the outlook on deposits. But at least for now, it seems that the numbers were in line with what the street was expecting. Deposit and advances growth was again in line with the street's expectation and healthy. So definitely watching out on the commentary that will come out from the management.
Sure, Gaurav. Thank you so much for that update. Optically, looks like an inline set of numbers. Advances have seen a growth as well. Deposits seeing a growth. NIMS commentary is what one is watching out for. But